My daughter KK. Some of y'all might have seen KK. She's the one I danced with in the video that I really like, kicked her butt in the whole dance off joint. But anyway, she made me this sign. Let me read the sign to you because it was really touching. It says, "Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for helping me with relationships," because she's not in any. And guiding me on the right path. I mean, what are you gonna say to that? You know what I mean? As a dad, well, what's my name on Facebook? Basically, the best thing to do is go to my website, click the little Facebook icon. It'll take you right to my my Facebook page, and just follow me or hit like. Okay, so I'll do it here. So let's get the regulars out the way. All right, get the book. Get this amazing resource. If your relationship's jacked up, if you are sitting at home, you're thinking about Valentine's Day is coming up, you're heartbroken, you don't know what to do, you're struggling, just get this resource. It's going to help you out. Forbidden Secrets of the Goodie Box, which your father didn't tell you, your mother didn't know, is free. The PDF, the Kindle, all of that. Go to my website, download it immediately. ChristopherReid.org. Also, that's my handle on Twitter, Instagram. I post a lot of videos on Instagram too, so y'all should check me out there. I post videos every day and nice little cute sayings. So check that out. So anyway, today's topic is, Valentine's Day is coming up, and then it's kind of bittersweet for some people. But when we think about Valentine's Day and we think about wanting love and not having love, I think it's appropriate to think about, do we feel that we deserve love? And there are a lot of women. So yeah, there are a lot of women who really don't believe that they deserve love. They don't feel like they're lovable. And so that creates a big problem. Because how in the world are you going to be in a loving relationship when you don't feel like you're loved? I mean, you'll try to fake it. Yeah, you'll try to fake it. You'll try to fake it till you make it. But one thing about belief, you can't fake it. Okay? Either you believe it or you don't believe it. Now, the thing about believing it, okay, what would make you feel this way? Now, a lot of times, it's because of messages. Now, some of y'all seen the movie Precious. Precious was an intense movie. Whoo! Precious was real intense. Now, Precious was told, now the name, it was somewhat of a dichotomy because her name was Precious. That was her name, okay? That was her government name, Precious, all right? However, her mama, I believe that was her mama, Monique, would talk to her like she was a dog, like she probably treated the dog better than she treated Precious. What an oxymoron, okay? Yeah, that was her mom. Now, she did play that part. Now, you got to give it to her. Also, think of Celie from The Color Purple. Bless her heart. And she had to hear stuff like, "You're black, you're ugly." Now, I don't know about you, but I just don't think that is something that's going to cultivate warm and fuzzy loving behavior towards oneself. If you have to hear this on a regular basis. Oh, see, look like I saw some choppiness. Oh, look at that. Tell me if it's getting choppy, y'all. Is it getting choppy? Tell me, y'all, is it getting choppy? Y'all gotta help me out because it looked like it was getting a little glitchy over here. Am I good? Nobody's saying nothing. I can't get nobody to say nothing in there. It stopped. Yeah. Stopped like, okay, I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. So, you hear all these crazy messages. All right, there's no wonder that a person who hears this would not think that they're lovable. Now, some of y'all, see, you said spoke too soon. See, I'm getting choppy. I am getting choppy. Jesus, Lord have mercy. I may have to just sparse this together. Well, I'm going to keep going. If it just get too bad, then like I said, we can go on over to my other crib Facebook Live. Now it has stopped. Okay, great. So if you hear these kind of messages, if you hear you're dumb, you lazy, you sure enough ugly, you skinny, you definitely fat. Okay, said to me when I know it. I know we're gonna talk about this. Is gonna be a good one. Your hair is so nappy. Oh my God, nobody's ever gonna love you. I mean, to say the most hurtful things. You too dark. Oh, now if many of y'all have not noticed, I happen to be dark. I know you thought that I was light skinned, but no, I'm dark, and when you grow up, that's a whole nother other. So if you are a young girl and you hear this, you're too dark, or now for some of y'all, you might have heard you was too light. You might have been the girl that you got your hair pulled on. You got bullied. Now you think you somebody because you got curly hair. You think you somebody. You ain't nothing. So you heard this. Some of y'all may be too tall. Because maybe you matured very quickly. All the other girls are taller. You too short, or maybe somebody said that you were only good for sex. You was just nothing but a body. They didn't see nothing else. So you get these messages. Okay, yep, call me yellow girl. Look at that. Look what we're doing to it. And a lot of times we'll call this the critical parent. And I don't necessarily mean technically it has to be your actual parent. Well, it could just been somebody that had that role of authority. Because think about this, as a child. Now, these are just messages. They're just messages. But as a child, let me ask you something. When somebody say this to you as a child, and they're in a position where they're supposed to pour into you, they're supposed to teach you, they're supposed to guide you, you're very impressionable as a child. And I tell you that who you are is defective. You're broken. There's something wrong with you. You don't even deserve to be here. Okay? When I say this about you, then where do you have the ability as a child to discern whether that's really true or not? So what ends up happening is you take these messages about you ugly, you too dark, you too fat, you too this, you too that. And then you internalize it. And then now you start to say those messages to yourself. Okay. You play that critical role by beating up on yourself. All right. Now think of this. Some of y'all may say, well, my parents, my mom, she didn't do that. She didn't talk at me. She didn't, say that I was this, and she didn't say that I was that. But one thing that my mama did do, she would talk about other folk like a dog. Oh, yeah, mama, yeah, she was quick to say, look at her with old fat self. She knows she'd be shame herself putting that on. What made her think she needed to squeeze her big old tail in that? I mean, did somebody... Now, here is this little impressionable daughter next to the mama, hearing that's black mama, mana, yeah, then speak to them later. And then, well, yeah, that too. But at the same, you say that right before you go in church. Now, Bernice knows she did it wrong. Ain't no way in the world she should have squeezed her fat tail in that dress. Hey, girl. Yeah, hey, with your fat self. We just dirty. We mean. Sometimes we can just be awful. Okay, bless her heart. But say, here's the thing. This is the point I'm trying to make. That little girl, okay, if you were sitting next to that mama, you hear her talk about that woman like a dog. And maybe you starting to feel like, as you're getting older, you're getting a little, some places where, and you're like, wait a minute, hold on. I'm not no size 0. So then that makes you start to feel self-conscious about who you are, because you heard her or whoever that was that person that had influence over you okay, that you might have looked up to, but normally a lot of times it's your mom because you're a small version of her, okay? This is who I'm going to grow into. And if you believe this is what she thinks about somebody else, then what's to make you think that she doesn't view you that way? And then you take ownership of that, and then you say, then there's obviously something wrong with me. So that makes you feel like you're not lovable or that you don't deserve to be loved because you're getting this message that something is wrong with this person or directly something is wrong with you. Now, there's some of you who have a hate relationship with mirrors. Causes true self-doubt. Some of you, if they destroyed all the mirrors all over the world, you would be okay. And we can just put windows in there. Anything with a reflection. Okay. We can just get rid of that. Because when you look into a mirror, this is what's staring back at you. Can you see that? Or is that backwards? It's probably backwards. I don't even know how to make it look. Can you see through that? I don't know. But let's just say what it is. Dumb, says ugly, fat, too skinny, too dark. You know what I mean? So when you see these images coming back at you, this is what's over your face. You don't even see your face. You see these. So how are you supposed to see? Can't see when I try to write comments. You can't? Yes. Yeah. So you're immediately going to feel like, I hate that person that's looking back at me. Because you hate you've learned to hate that thing about you that you feel makes you unlovable. So for you to have to look in the mirror and try to dress up, make attractive, okay? So what you're trying to do, you see dumb, and you're trying to put lipstick on dumb. You see ugly, you're trying to put a little mascara on ugly. You see fat, okay? You're trying to put a little foundation on fat. And this is what you see every day. This is the message. So as we talk about wanting love, and we talking about somebody who is going to love our socks off, and somebody who's that man's going to come, and sweep you off of your feet. Who is he sweeping? Who? Is he sweeping the person who, when she looks in the mirror, she only sees what's not lovable? Now, come on now. We talking real talk, okay? Who is he going to be sweeping? Because here's the thing, ladies. If you're not willing to strip all the way down to the frame, okay, and really pull back the layers and see what's really down there, you kidding yourself. You are kidding yourself, and you're wasting your time. Okay? Oh, I know. I'm trying to talk right on tonight. I'm trying to talk all the way right. Now, if you have bought into the lie that you're all of these things, you're too fat, you're too black, you're too this, you're too that. Now, when it comes to other people, how this perception that you have going outward, it normally goes one of two directions. See, for you, either you have, some of y'all tend to have unconditional of acceptance of others, but they are oftentimes the very thing that you hate about yourself. You'll talk about yourself like a dog, I'm too fat, I'm too this, and I'm too that, and you'll compliment somebody else to death. Girl, no, you are beautiful. No, why you say that? No, look at you. No, you're not too, girl, if you don't quit. But you look at yourself and say you too fat, you too black, you too this, you too that. And I mean, you everybody else's cheerleader. Everybody else's cheerleader. Oh no, I'm trying to tell you, girl, that, and folks love to have you around because they know that you gonna cheer them on. Sis, boom, boom, blah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But now, why do you do it though? Why do you do that? Because oftentimes, you know how it made you feel when somebody was talking about you like a dog. And some of y'all, you have so much compassion. You really have a big heart, and you don't want somebody else to feel that. You really don't. So you are all things amazing in the world. If I can exhort, if I can just help support somebody else, okay, and lighten their load just a little bit, that's what you're going to do. But knowing at the same time, you don't give yourself that same grace. Knowing you don't give yourself that same mercy. Knowing that you don't give yourself that same support. Now I can type and see. Yeah, I've been seeing everything that you've been typing. So you don't do that. So now let's take it even a little further. So when you get into a relationship with a guy and you have this perspective that you view yourself as nothing, you view yourself as not being lovable, deserving of love. Now, when he acts the fool, if he acts a fool, you'll be more willing to excuse his bad behavior. Okay, you'll be willing to, oh no, you're okay, because you become the pleaser. You know, we talk about the doormat and all that. You excuse the BS. Yes, you excuse the BS all day long, twice on Sundays. Okay, because for you, like I said, it instilled in you that thing that I feel this way. I feel horrible. I never want anybody else to feel like I feel. I never want anybody else to feel unlovable. So you become the perpetual cheerleader 24/7. Even when a person is doing things that really they should be held accountable for, they should be called on the carpet for, you're continually running from that thing that you don't want to feel that you felt when you was a child. All right. So you're the Florence Nightingale of the emotional game. Now, the other side of the equation is this. Like I told you, this thing can go two ways. All right. The other one is you become super hater. You're a super hater. Meaning you become that person that's like, I know she need to be shamed. Now, why would she even put that on? She look crazy. Somebody told her she should not have squeezed her big old behind and that blah, 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 blah. And she always think. So now the very things that you hate about yourself, you hate in everybody else. Okay. When you see everybody else, this is what you see. She knows she say, oh, with her old dumb fat self. That's what you see. You see it coming right back at you. All right. And it's not that you love yourself. It's not that you esteem yourself above them. No, you hate it in you. So, but how are you going? If I think I'm too black, if I think that my head's too big or my ears are too big or my nose is too wide and flat, this is my nose. Well, if I see you and you look like me, I hate you too. Well, I hate that about you. No. Why? No. So I'm going to be super hater. So that even means that if I get in a relationship, the makings of a bully. Yeah, all of that. But they don't see it that way. They don't see it that way. They don't think that they are being a bully. They don't think that they are being mean. They just think that they're calling a spade a spade. She's ugly. You know she's ugly. Oh, we'll make her ugly. Yeah, they're just keeping it real. Yeah, they're just keeping it real. But at the same time, she's got a lot of self-hatred. So anyway, she gets in a relationship. You don't think she's going to belittle that man? It is the voice of insecurity. Of course it is. She going to talk about that. She going to pick apart that man's insecurity. She going to pick apart about the things about him, okay, that she hates in herself. Now, why would you do something stupid like that? You ever see a woman calling a man stupid in front of everybody else? That was just dumb. Now, why would you do that? You need to think sometimes. Just belittle the man. I mean, just by the time she done with him, he riding here somewhere. He just small. She mean well, you know. But see, this is how, yeah, unfortunately, so disrespectful. But it happens, okay? And so when people do that, they can't. How are they going to love and care about themselves and talk to somebody else like that? And treat somebody like that? But here's the deal. Like I said, this is a wonderful thing for, look at Valentine's Day back there. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't really believe that you deserve to be loved, all the red and the pink and all that kind of stuff, it's nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I know it's good marketing, but we're not really dealing with the heart of the matter. We're not really dealing with the real deal. So at the end of the day, at the core belief level, and that's all I'm concerned with, you know what I mean? What do you really believe? You believe that you're unlovable. So guess what? If you believe that you're unlovable, guess what you're going to do? You're going to find a way to end up with some unavailable guys. Yep. I hear it all the time. You know, I just keep dating the same kind of guys. Like, these guys are just unavailable. Why do you think that they're unavailable? Why do you think that you keep choosing unavailable guys? Why do you think that you keep choosing guys who are just emotionally tapped out? Why do you think you just keep choosing guys that just lie to you in the beginning, tell you what you want to hear? Don't mean none of it. And then before long, they take everything they want and they out. I mean, but why do you think? You sensed something wasn't right. But if you really don't believe you're lovable, how are you going to feel comfortable with love? Or if it gets too deep, it gets too close, I just sabotage the whole thing. He doesn't know who I really, he doesn't know. Let me do him a favor. Let me destroy this relationship before it gets too far. Let me just run. Let me do something stupid, that just makes no sense whatsoever, okay? And break this man's heart, who I know enjoys me, and just get. I've had women tell me that, yeah, this guy was amazing, and I just left. Literally, he was amazing. He was a great guy. It was just too much. That's because there's something somewhere that makes her, she doesn't feel lovable. Okay? And let's just get it over with now before he understands who I really am. I'm doing him a favor. I don't want him to find out who I really am. And then he says, oh, okay, you lied to me. You made me think that you were normal. You made me think that you were somebody that I would really like and love. So, yeah. Men does the same thing. Yeah, of course, man. Men do all this. All the same thing I'm talking about women do, men do. Yep, sure do. All day, every day. But the thing about the dating scene, the men tend to have a slight advantage. When I say advantage is because women accommodate the men way too much. Women let women get away. Women let men get away with much too much. Okay? You don't hear a lot of men just crying themselves asleep about, why are you doing it? There may be some. I'm not saying there aren't. Okay? But if you look out here, it's highly disproportionate. So I more tend to lean towards the women because that's where the help is greatly needed. And women are getting played much too much. And it just needs to stop. So if you're not getting what you want, ladies, then you have to ask yourself, and be honest with yourself. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I not doing? Okay, let's take this scenario. If you don't love yourself, if you don't believe that you're lovable, then they get mad when you try to tell them, yes, Miss Vaughn. Are you new, Reverend? I haven't seen you around here. So if you are the person that doesn't believe that she's lovable, my question is, how serious are you about wanting to fix that? Because if you can't look in the mirror and see this staring back at you, I hope it's not backwards, then you have some serious work to do. Okay? Because if all you see is this, what type of relationship do you think you could possibly be ready for? Okay? So I'm saying this, if you're truly ready to change, if you truly want to Learn how to love yourself. The words are not backwards. Thank you. Praise the Lord. I thought they were. Then you need to do the work. You need to get help. Hit me up. Let's do the consult thingy. Let's get that all out the way. Let's peel back the layers. Let's find out what's going on. Okay? Let's find out why you are so jacked. Find out why. Which one of these messages did you get? Which one of these messages have you been that you believe? Instead of this one. Instead of that message. That's what you don't see that one. All right? Because until we identify that one, that's what you're going to continually be playing in your head. Every situation you come into, you're going to be playing that script about what you heard. You ain't nothing. Somebody was saying out here how their mother talked about them like a dog. Worse than a dog. You said if whoever that was, please let me know. But you said that your mom said nobody's ever going to love you. What? Like your mom actually told you that? No one's ever going to love you. You have to begin to allow the Lord to change the image of you from the inside out. Yes, it has to be changed from the inside out. If you're watching a movie, you can't go up to the screen and change the what's on the screen at the screen. You got to go back to the projector. Got to go back to the projector. Change the reel, all right? And then we're going to change what was projected out. That's the only way it's going to hurt. It's going to work. But a lot of people don't know what that means. What does that mean? What does that mean to act? How does that look in their life? I got to change the movie. It's up here. Okay? As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. What are you thinking? I know what you're thinking. A lot of you. All day long. No matter what situation you're in. This is it. Some of I didn't have. Did you recently preach that? I didn't have enough paper to just list everything. You fill your thing in, okay? And ask yourself, challenge yourself. What am I telling myself all day long? Who do I see in the mirror? Yeah, getting your mind right is paramount. Who do you see when you look in the mirror? What's looking back at you? Do you hate mirrors? Are you one of the people that hate mirrors? Do you hate the very image of yourself that's coming back? Because that's just, the mirror is just an image of who you are. Do you hate what that is? Okay. And if you do, got to be honest. Okay. What do you hate about it? What do you hate about it? How many things do you love about it? What you see? How many of y'all just, I'm doing backflips every chance I get. I try. Now, there's a lot of people out here. Every chance they get, they trying to get in the mirror. But they on some vanity stuff. That's a whole nother issue. Yeah, see, not now. Very good. Yeah. Not even. I used to. Yeah. So, it's just one to think on. We got this Valentine's Day coming up. You know what I mean? And, hey, if you're not with anyone, be on Valentine's. Do something nice for yourself. Take yourself out. Do something that you enjoy. You ain't got to be all sad and sunk in the mouth, I ain't got nobody to spend Valentine's Day with. Encourage yourself as David did. Yes. Dance, Reverend. It'll be what you make it. If you want to sit around and you want to cry in your soup, then so be it. That's what it's going to be. Or you can have an amazing time, okay, enjoying you. But I understand that takes a level of maturity, development. I might hang with my daughter. Yeah, okay. That sounds like something. What are other plans for Valentine's Day? What else y'all got going on? I'm so glad I got out here early, y'all. Because I'm about to wrap it all the way up. About to wrap it up, yeah. Me and the wifey gonna watch a little movie. Hey, be on the lookout. KK and I, we're gonna be doing some more dancing. And also I'm gonna get my other daughter into the mix. I think we're gonna have we're gonna start putting these little tidbits out there. Daddy, look at me. It's gonna be like relationship talk with my daughters. Begin to look in the mirror and say, I love Jesus. I mean, yeah, all of that. Friends having a birthday party, working, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay, friends having a birthday party. Okay, cool. I like that. Love your dance videos with your daughter. Yeah. See, I would get Hunter in there, but Hunter's not gonna dance with me. She's not. She just is not her thing. But we gonna chop it up. Like I said, Holy Spirit dropped something on me that we gonna chop it up about these. I'm gonna quiz them on how much they know about how they should be treated. The men in church is treating us for Valentine. Oh, okay. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. But yeah, come up with something very special that you can do for yourself, with yourself.